So ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce first to the blue corner. Please give it up for Tapiwa, Stansbie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Premier Boxing League 12, the special Christmas edition, a bloody Christmas. Welcome, my name is Brandon Monk. Joining me today, my co-host,
Miles Monahan from Fight Division. Nice to see you folks, and tonight we are expecting a really exciting night of boxing. Just before Christmas, let's start throwing some leather before Santa turns up. That'd be fantastic.
We've got some intense fights, we're going to have some epic knockouts, and of course, a festive night of boxing fun. Both fighters making their way to the ring. Blue corner standing loud and proud, ready to go, as the red corner makes his way into the ring.
Tommy Landersduffy back on PBL again. A close fight last time, he got beat, but he said he's looking to set the record straight and get in the win column this time.
Fighters coming back with a vengeance is always something I love to see, Miles. They want it more. Coming up against a gentleman who's had no boxing fights, though.
Yeah, very interesting one. Tapiwa, a lot of experience in jiu-jitsu and wrestling. Looking like an OG Mike Tyson, all black, no sponsors, no labels, just ready to get down to business.
Absolutely phenomenal shape as well. I don't doubt that he's going to put on some performance here for his first ever boxing fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's an independent fighter representing Stansbie. Raise the roof, the one and the only Landersduffy.
Like you say, Brandon, both lads in really good shape. This is a light heavyweight bout, and you can expect some heavy hands to be thrown in this.
I know both boys will have trained ridiculously hard for this one. They're going to want to set a real big example. Both of them looking to pick up their first ever win in the boxing ring. I think it's going to be a battle of who wants it more, Miles.
It's true, Tapia just looking at his opponent, not breaking eye contact.
And away we go with the bell. Both men in the orthodox stance now. Just sitting behind that jab. Tommy with some swinging hooks, though, to introduce.
Oh, good shot.
A fantastic uppercut.
Good jab. Strong jabs there.
Really scoring well now, Tommy.
Oh, big counter right hook. Both southpaws, Brandon.
Both southpaws, yeah, you're right, Miles. Very interesting. You don't see a southpaw versus southpaw matchup very often in boxing.
Not very often, no.
Great introduction to the clincher from Landersduffy.
I mean, heavy hands there from Tapiwa.
He's definitely got some fire in that heart.
Oh, good shot to the body.
Looking for that hook to the body as well. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that one. But he is parrying that jab very nicely, keeping his distance, keeping his range. Probably still looking to go to the body.
Both men trying to impose the will here. No one's really taking a step back, just meeting each other in the middle of the ring.
Tommy using his range quite well as well today, sticking out the jab, keeping away from the opponent. Clearly the stronger man. Both lads scoring well.
There is something to be said for doing BJJ and doing wrestling and being, you know, sort of in the competitive combat sports.
I mean, how will that transition? Whether he's competed in BJJ and wrestling, it's probably helping him in there. Just feel a bit more comfortable. And he does look comfortable in there, Miles.
He does, doesn't he? He's taking it duck to water. Good roll there.
Fantastic roll. Into a brilliant counter shot as well. Having a lot more success, I feel now. Probably finding his feet in the fight. As we come to the last 10 seconds of this round. Arguably quite a close round so far.
Yeah, both men going for it. I'd like to see a little bit more jabs from both men and sort of Instead of just going in there and swinging some big heavy shots, I'd like to see a little bit more precision, a little bit more setting up the shots, get behind the jab a little bit more.
Maybe now that Tapiwa is a bit more comfortable in there, the second half of that first round, we've seen him start to find himself a bit more. Tommy, using his experience, looked a lot more confident than the start of that round. I think we'll see a very different fight now coming into the second round of this bout.
Definitely set the tone for the evening, haven't they, Brandon? It's been an explosive first round, so I'm looking forward to getting going.
Absolutely. Both men looking confident in their corners. Both men independents as well. Tapiwa fighting out of Wigan. Tommy fighting out of Stansbie. As we step into round 2.
What would you say Tommy has to do this round to sort of impose his game plan a bit more, Brandon?
I do like the way Tommy is using his range. He's keeping Tapiwa at bay. Obviously, Tapiwa is looking for those big, heavy shots. But what Tommy's doing now is good. He's stepping off. He's keeping his range, holding him back, and a good step in.
It does seem the more elusive, Tommy, doesn't he? Good
Brilliant
shot
shots.
Good left hand.
Great counter boxing from Tommy.
Oh, and a good right
Gets it
hook
with
as
a
well.
big hook, though. I think now he's found that hook, he's going to keep looking for a home for it.
I do like to see both men going for it like they are doing. You are, there's no risk without reward. So if you throw a shot, the likelihood is you can get caught. But look at the work here. Great work, lads.
At this level of boxing as well, we do see big knockouts quite frequent. Where Tommy seems to be scoring better. Tapiwa looking for those huge, big sweeping hooks. A great uppercut into cross.
Left cross, nice.
Tommy's corner is calling for him to keep it long. They know the threat, and they're trying to keep away from that threat.
I'd like to see Tommy using that jab a little bit more proactively, trying to hurt his opponent with the jab, instead of just pouring it out there.
But Tommy keeping his range well now.
Good feint.
Tommy clearly has more experience than his opponent. Tapiwa, brilliant head movement though, all night.
Yeah.
Tapiwa hunting down the man. He's in a good spot here now as he's got his opponent in the corner. If he can capitalise, doesn't quite cut the ring off though like he needed to.
He seems quite confident in the centre of the ring, doesn't he? He's, imposed that's where he's working from, and he's got Tommy working on the outside a little bit.
If he can back Tommy into that corner, I think he'll have him where he wants him. Pick off a couple big shots. But for me at the moment, Tommy is taking this round and potentially taking round 1, which is a tough spot for Tapiwa to be in going into the third round.
Good round.
A great round. Tommy's experience showing. He's growing into the fight. Tapiwa is growing as well in the fight, but that experience from Tommy is just taking him that little bit further. So far, Miles, for me, Tommy is 2 rounds up. Tapiwa's going to have to do something dangerous in this third round, but I don't put it past him. I think he's got knockout power in those hands for certain.
Both lads very good at slipping, and both lads very good at countering as well, what the other guy's throwing, aren't they?
Absolutely. Tapiwa, good head movement, picking him off his shots and counter-shotting really, really well.
Opting not to have a stall mid-round though. What do you think to that? But I'd be absolutely knackered just stood up.
It'd be nice to have a little bit of a sit.
A bit of a rest.
But he doesn't even look like he's done 2 rounds. He looks in a good state still.
Yeah.
And again, he's slipping that head back as the right hand comes through.
A fast start from Tommy. Light on his feet. These are big dudes as well, and they're light on the feet, throwing some good shots.
Light heavyweight's always a great division in boxing. It's hard hitting, yet you still get that nice fast-paced boxing. Tommy will work in the jab a little bit more now.
Good jab to the body, spearing jab to the body.
And Tommy isn't letting him take that centre ring where he was more comfortable now either.
Yeah, you're right.
Tommy probably needs to snap that jab just a bit more though. He's a bit loose with it.
Pouring a little bit, isn't he? But
Ooh, a big hook.
His corner will be telling him to get his hands up. Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, a sweeping right hand. Left hook, right cross. That cross is working.
The crosses work. I would like to see a lot more jabs from both men, to be honest. Set them big shots up with a jab.
Yeah, Tommy's kind of fallen off his jab now. He's not keeping the range as much, and it's probably going to be detrimental to him in the scoring for this fight. A little bust nose for Tapiwa.
Yeah, a little bit of blood. Something's landed.
Will it open up Tapiwa's heart, though?
Oh, boys really going for it now. It's the last 30 seconds, boys, and I think they are feeling it, but they're going to leave it all in there. Oh, good shot.
And that's all we want. A great fight for the boxing fans to open up this Premier Boxing League show tonight.
Tapiwa leading with the bloody Christmas as well, living up to the name, you know.
It's definitely a bloody Christmas. The last 10 seconds of this bout. Huge. We're coming in with big hands to finish. Can either men stand and bang? An explosive end to this contest.
Hats off, gent. Great fight. Well done, gents.
Really great fight.
Even the referee's loving it as well. Love that.
Both men put it all on the line in the last few moments of that round.
Who have you got, Brandon? I'd be leaning towards Tommy in the red corner, I think.
I think Tommy won round 1 and 2, which is probably going to win him the fight. But I think Tapiwa was probably taking round 3. It's where Tommy took off the gas a little bit in round 1. Tommy took the gas off a little bit in round 3, which probably cost him round 3, but I think he did more than enough.
We're asking who's doing the announcement in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put
Who wants to do interviews?
for both of these boxers.
Anybody want to do an interview? Yeah? Get the winner out.
So, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to our judges' ringside. Victoria winner.
And Tommy takes the win. Fantastic. Just a little bit more evasive and landed with the counter strikes there. But hats off to blue corner Tapiwa. For his first boxing fight, he was really game. I think that combat sports experience really helped. And to be fair, he could have caught him with a lot of heavy shots there. But hats off to both men.